do the same. We need to show them that we are willing to fight to protect that freedom so that they can do that as well. If they don't see us doing it, then they likely will not either. Or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States where men were free. I don't want to have to do that. One other quote from Ronald Reagan, "You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We will preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we will sentence them to take the first step into 1,000 years of darkness. If we fail, at least let our children and our children's children say of us, we justified our brief moment here. We did all that could be done." We did all that could be done. May our children and our children's children be able to say that about us. So with that, we're going to conclude this part of the program. And what I'd like for you to do is take about 3 minutes and stand up and get off those hard chairs and introduce yourself to the person next to you or around you that you don't know, and then we'll get into the next part of the program in just 3 minutes. Go ahead.
I know you will, yeah. Come see me.
You know, maybe that's not a bad idea. The primary is
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started again. This is the danger involved in letting your stand up and talk. If you have your attention, we can go ahead and get started again, please. I'd like to make one quick announcement, actually 2 quick announcements before our next speaker. But I'd like to have everybody's attention before I do that. That's another thing I can't do. Whistle. Nothing comes out. Okay, here we go. Okay. Today, Steve LaTourette endorsed one of the candidates for commissioner, for county commissioner. He endorsed Chris Galloway. I was expecting he was going to endorse Kim Laurie. No, I wasn't. But he did endorse Chris Galloway. So from my perspective, knowing what I know about LaTourette, and what kind of candidates he endorses, it gives and tells me something about who Chris Galloway is.
You mentioned you were joking about Kim Laurie. It sounds like you think she's liberal.
I was joking about Kim Laurie. She is a very conservative candidate. Also, Sarah Fowler is running for re-election for state school board. Nancy Milanich, back there in the, right with her hand up, has a petition that you can help to get Sarah Fowler back on the ballot by signing that petition. You need to be in Ron Young's district in order to sign the petition. So, okay, with that, we have our special guest speaker, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you a gentleman who would stand up and speak his mind in the Virginia, probably House of Burgesses, if I have it correctly, famously said, "Give me liberty or give me death." And he was also one of the ones who recognized the potential for our government to be what it is today. And he raised concerns about those things. He was also a very conservative, Christian gentleman. So with that, I give to you Patrick Henry.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Frequently I'm brought into events like this as a form of entertainment. You all don't need entertained tonight. As I sat back there and watched these names and the voting records appear on the screen, you don't need entertained. You need encouraged. You need to know that this is a fight that we, as Americans, can win. As was said, I spoke those words, "Give me liberty or give me death." I wasn't sure where you were going when you mentioned the House of Burgesses. It wasn't actually in the House of Burgesses that I spoke those words. It was at the Second Virginia Convention in 1775. March 23rd, as a matter of fact. But I want to talk to you for a moment about something that occurred some 10 years prior to that. It was May 20th, 1765. I had become a rather successful lawyer, working hard and paying my dues, as it were. I had not yet gained the ability to practice in the general court. The general court, of course, was the one that was held in the capital city of Williamsburg, with the governor himself presiding, and the members of the assembly serving as the jurors, so to speak. And you had to be well proven and gain permission to argue cases. And I had not yet attained that. May 20th of 1765, I was first elected to the House of Burgesses in Virginia. I represented Louisa County. I had not yet lived in Louisa, but I was a property owner. I was building a home there. I was living in a temporary home in Hanover County, the next county over. And I was actually living with my father-in-law and my young family. We were staying at the Hanover Inn and Hanover Tavern, which was across the street from the courthouse. The farm that we as a young couple had worked, had burned. The home had burned down, and so we were in the process of rebuilding over in Louisa. And so we were living in the tavern, which was actually run by my father-in-law. And so I would, every opportunity that I had, I came to this conclusion after the building burned, and I had tried some store, working as a merchant and some other things, and I hadn't succeeded.